Right, so here we are, it's Friday morning. Well, actually it's Friday lunchtime. Just at Boston. Just going to do the car park. I'm even putting in my old car. Haven't even got that car anymore, so let's cancel that. Right, don't know what's wrong with me there. So today I'm going to pay £3 for all day. Because I never know how long it's going to take to have my hair done. Well, that was 5 minutes of my life. Truly wasted there. Wouldn't take the card, paid cash, then the ticket blew out. So that made me late for my hair appointment. And I don't like being late. So let's just spin you round and show you my hairdressers. Got the car which is on the end there, R&M. And I've been coming here for quite a while to Emily. She's my hairdresser since my daughter deserted me and stopped doing hair. So let's go in and see Emily. Right, so this is what I go through with my Emily, which is my little hairdresser. And there's the owner behind. And this is part of the progress, and I'll keep you updated and you will see the finished article at the end. Oh my God, what's she done? Right, so now we're going in. You've not seen my hair, and it's only right Martin should see my hair before you. And oh my God, he's locked me out. So, get me a bunch of keys. Here we go. For the big reveal. Decorating's coming on. The big reveal to Martin Butler. Let's have a look at his face. What does he think? He got a new woman. I've not revealed my hair to these yet. I've let you see first.
Oh, let me have a look. Yeah.
Yeah?
Come around, baby.
They wanted to see your face. I thought that was the reaction.
Oh, it's a totally different haircut.
It's nothing, it's better. Look, just go like that, wash and go. Look, look.
You look different, baby.
Still your wife.
Yeah, you look younger. You look younger.
She's a good hairdresser, Emily. She makes you look younger.
There you go.
There. I come home to a muscle man. See, it would take years. This is what I used to come home to when he was young, nice and young.
I am young, baby. I'm 61.
Well, all right, then when you was like 20.
Yeah.
There we go.
So we're going out for something to eat now, then, aren't we?
I'm treating you.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
You look lovely.
Thank you. Switch it off.
Very nice.
Toilet. I need a toilet.
Unbelievable.
You know Mummy's hair?
Very nice, darling.
Mummy's hair?
Lovely, mate.
It's what I'm wondering how Frank will take this. Baby Frank, what's Baby Frank?
Oh, he's having a go at me, Sharon, look.
What do you think, Merlin?
He's been absolutely fine. Now he's going all...
No,
What? Don't tell me off, Merlin.
Mummy's got to go and do their dinner. Actually, I've got to bring me washing. Oh, he's just done my leg. I've got to go. I've got to go.
Well, here we are.
No, we're back again.
I know where you are.
I know where I am.
Where?
You know,
Yeah, but we're in the conservatory part.
been a long time since we've seen.
Yeah.
I know last time was with JP and the Northerners.
So busy in there, showing it. So we've come here, and we're going
to be naughty.
Why?
We're in the naughty corner.
We're the only ones here. Look.
Got their friends.
They got the blinds up now because it did get very hot in here, didn't it? I mean, down rather, not up. But yeah, we're going to have something to eat. We was here last night for the
Very nice.
Friday night. What's it? You had the smash burger.
Friday night pub grub.
The what?
Pub grub.
Pub grub. Oh, of course.
I'll just leave you them one.
Oh, the specials. Go on then. Get on with it then, shall have a look at them.
Specials today are crispy sweet chili chicken salad, half a roast chicken fries and coleslaw, jacket potato with tikka or coronation filling, or mini mix grill.
That's coronation chicken, isn't it?
Yeah.
Any of them take your fancy?
No.
Well, I'm going to have a salad today. Because I had the mixed grill yesterday and it was making enormous, Sharon, wasn't it?
It was big.
So, anyway, I'm going to have a salad today with 2 poached eggs on top. And we'll see when Sharon comes, just see what she's having today. It's a Saturday morning.
I don't know.
It's not morning shower, is it?
No, it's
brunch.
It's lunchtime. It's 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock, yeah. Are you praying then? What, you just made your choice?
Yeah.
What are you having?
Crispy chicken wrap with sweet chilli.
Yep.
And a bowl chilli and cheese. No
Yep.
chips. No chips.
I had all the intentions of having a salad with 2 poached eggs, what I normally do, Sharon.
Martin.
You're going to come over with a specials board, which you did read out over there, but I wasn't really listening.
I read out to you people,
And they got
didn't I?
the mini mixed grill on there. So I said to Nicola, I'm not too sure what I have. I said, I had a mixed grill last night. She says, you know you want it. Because it's got chips on it, you see, and I did have the chips yesterday. So she wrote it down and she says, I've got to have it, Sharon. She's forced me into it.
Yeah, she put a gun to your head, didn't she?
No, but
Oh, she did, yeah.
I am at the start pre-holiday, so I'm going to go with it. I'll show you the mixed grill when it comes. It's a good one.
It's a mini.
It's a mini mixed grill, but it's only a tenner. Yesterday's one was 20 quid, but you get literally plateful, don't you? I think we've shown it in another video anyway.
The first time, because you had that the first time we come, didn't you? For the pub
Well, we'll
rub?
show you this when it turns up anyway. And what did you have again, sorry?
I've already told them, I'm not telling them
I
again.
can't remember, Shell. I wasn't listening.
I'm not
That's
repeating
what-
myself.
Oh, hello. You're naughty. Aren't you? You forced me into another mixed grill.
Right.
Here we go.
How can I force you to eat it?
Because you wrote... No.
Yeah.
Sharon, she wrote it down before I
You're a
even
right
said
liar.
anything.
Prove it.
I ain't got your pen, and I'm not gonna frisk you.
You're a liar, Martin.
Unbelievable.
A lot of them trolls.
See that there, Nicola? You see that there? That? You got plenty of that. Unbelievable. You're a devil woman.
Your head now.
How dare you? You wouldn't do that, would you?
I'd love to. I'd love to put some salt in something. I used to do that to Cameron when he was at coffee shop. When he put his drink upside,
Oh, yeah.
just, I used to pour a load of salt in and stir it.
Terrible woman. Yeah, you ought to run one of those Karen pubs as we've mentioned
I'd
before,
love to.
where you shout and swear at your customers like you do to me.
Yes.
Yeah, what were you just saying about a tabernacle?
That's your real. That's your ears. Tabernacle.
I've never heard of that in my life. I thought it was that. I've heard that word's come up a lot in videos we've been watching recently, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Tabernacle.
When you've got big ears, they say, look at them size of them tabernacles.
I've never heard that in my life. Jugs, yes.
Yeah, that's jugs of
Well, again, that depends where you come from, I suppose, doesn't it? Lugs. Lug-holes, that was it. Yeah, lugs, not chugs.
Yeah, this is from your lovely subscribers.
Please date it when you're writing the books, we know.
That one has.
Oh, they have done, well done.
What's
And that
that?
one has.
We do look at the book now and again, don't we?
Not many stickers.
No, I know. She asked me to order some before we go away, but I forget, Sharon. I'm only human.
Well, I can't give them to your subscribers when they say,
Oh, I'm sorry, Nicola. I ain't got any.
oh, that's it then.
That's it.
No more subscribers
We
for 2
haven't
weeks.
got any more left anyway. We're very low, aren't we?
Yes, we are married.
Hey, yeah, draw one, yeah. She talks a lot of old rubbish sometimes, this Nicola, doesn't she?
You sure say nothing about Nicola because she does your food.
I'm not worried about that,
She's a
Shell.
wonderful person.
You know some of the stuff I've eaten in the past. Like stinky fish, mate. Can't get worse than that. You've got a couple of names in the book, Sharon. Who we got there?
Right, we've got.
We just missed them. This was yesterday,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
I'm trying to. Oh, that was that one. So that's from Jan and Kim.
Yeah.
And they send their love to Frankie and all the family.
Oh, that's nice.
They come up and they've been to go on their way out from Cleethorpes and going to East Coast Meats.
Oh, nice one. They'll
Very
enjoy
nice,
that.
yeah.
Well, not if they're vegetarians, they won't, but
Oh, on today?
that was yesterday.
No, there's one from today.
Oh, was there?
Thanks for recommending the place to Raggadate. A lovely place and staff. Sorry we missed you. We enjoy your choo-choo vlogs from Lorraine, Anthony,
Nice,
Dale, and the dog Gucci. And they're from Nottingham, and they're the Lanzarote couple.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that might be the ones who stayed in the same place as us, in the same hotel, maybe.
Or did we meet them out there?
Don't know. Now, we got some questions and answers, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, we can do a couple of them now before the dinner turns
Drink.
up, can't we? Go on then, give us the first one. Let's see what we can do here.
When you're putting the lodge up in your garden,
Right.
did you need planning permissions? And that's from Valerie Bembridge 2803.
The original ones we got up, I bought as a kit 15 years ago?
Got to be.
Yeah, about 15 years ago, and they obviously comply to building regulations. It's a wooden structure and they've got to be a certain height. All I'm doing is tagging onto that, and it's a wooden structure, so no, you haven't got to have planning permission if you keep it within the boundaries of the right height. So The answer to that one's no, Sharon.
Next one's from Julie Harby, 8643. I'd like to know what sort of jobs Sharon has done in the past. So versatile, can turn her hand to anything.
Oh, here we go. Go on,
No. Most of my jobs, when I left school, it's shop work. I was in the Co-op chemist, then I went to Boots the chemist, and then I went to work at the hospital.
All medical, Sharon?
Yeah. Then from the hospital, which
what did you do at the hospital?
It was CSSD, Clinical Supply Sterile Department.
Right.
And I'd wrap things and get things ready to go to theatre.
In an
all the
autoclave.
packaging, yeah. And then I worked at the transport department, and then I became a clerical officer, and then Martin dragged me away to live in Lincolnshire.
Well, you've done a bit of work up here, didn't
Yeah,
you?
when I done caring.
Yeah, home
Carer.
Carer. There you go. That's
That's
what
it.
Sharon's been up to. And then she's been a mummy.
Oh, it's another one for me. What was it like being a mum and childbirth? It bloody hurt. And then being a grandmother to them all years later. It's wonderful being a grandmother. It's the best thing ever. Just like being a mum. But grandmothers, you get to give them back when they start. It's wonderful.
Granddad's not too bad either.
They only wanted to know about me,
Of course
love.
they do.
This one is for you. Hi guys, what prompted you to pick up sticks and move to Lincolnshire? And how come both your brothers have moved there also? And my brother hasn't moved here, he's just got a caravan, up here. But now I will let
I'm going to say slave by the... Oh, no, it's not ours, is it?
I will let Martin answer the rest.
Why did we move to Lincolnshire? My uncle moved up here in 1995 because he was stationed up here. Not stationed, he used to work up here in the 60s. And he stayed in Woodhall Spa. And he always said that he wanted to move back up here, or wanted to move up here. And from the 60s up until 95, that's when he done it. And we moved him up here, didn't we?
Yeah.
In like a couple of lorries. I hired a couple of lorries and that. And I remember back in 95 saying, oh no, I could never move up here, it's too quiet. But then in 2000, we moved up here because I was fed up with the London life and the hustle and bustle, sitting in traffic, going to work and all that. And that's the reason, better quality of life, slower pace of life. But I was still working in London, wasn't I? Until 2005 when I chucked it all in, but that's another story. That might come up with another question, Sharon.
Okay.
Say by the
Dinner
bell.
time. That's me, thank you.
And I've got the mini mix grill. Look at that little baby, look.
Do you want me to test that for
Hey,
you?
of course you can, baby. In fact, I'll put them there because you can have some of them as well. So there you go. You've gone for that. Oh, you got chilli on the side as well?
That?
I'll have a little bit, shall I? Yeah.
Let me stir it in first.
I like to just place it about a bit more, you see. Oh, I've got a bit of steak on there as well, Sharon. I'll have a little drop of your splodge anyway over there, just to see that. Right, we'll eat this, folks, and then we'll come back to the questions afterwards. Oh, well, we're back home now, folks. We've done a bit more decorating, as you can see behind. I've still got the dado rail to put up there. The curtains, Sharon's just hung them. And as I say, we're going to have our screen across there until we can get that window changed. But yeah, she's pleased with it. I haven't got the lights on at the moment. It's a little bit dark in here at the moment. But apparently the carpet's coming on Tuesday. So that's why we've had to clear everything out. Just the dado rail to go around. So the carpet will go down before we go away on holiday. And here she is. Where is she? Hold on.
No.
I bought some new petrol, baby.
Yeah, but is it in there?
I've got it. Don't worry, I'll sort it out for you. What was we doing?
I'm going to cut. I was in the middle of cutting the grass and it's just packed up.
Oh yeah, that's run out of petrol then. Right, let's get that sorted out then. I'll cut the rest of it, don't worry, baby.
Well, I'm going to go and dig some holes for me.
Your plants. Someone asked about them, didn't they, your flowers?
My brother brought them for me.
That's these, what are these
Rhododendrons.
Rhododendrons. Actually, they're, is it their time for molting now, is it? Or dying down sort of thing? Because I've
been watering them.
You want to get them in the ground, don't you?
Yeah.
So that's that sort of thing.
Got new shoots coming, look, so they're doing all right.
Yeah, so they're going to go in the ground. And we've got a little robin nested in there, haven't we? Can't see him actually, but that box is a cardboard box there. You can't see it in there. See that cardboard box there, folks? Look there. It's living in there. No, I don't want to open the window, Chef.
No, all the water's all dried up in there.
What water?
I'd left in water in there for a drink, yeah.
Oh, that's nice of you. We're just potting around today. We met some lovely subscribers down the Ragged Ape. While we were sitting there, you probably see him sitting. See the lady behind me, sort of. Yeah, across from the table, and there was another couple on the other side, sort of thing. But we're trying to get some more stickers, folks. In fact, I've got to go and order them, Sharon. You can go and order them right now. Of course I can. See, if I knew how to order them and do it, or I'd do it, well, it would have been done. Here we go. Here we go. Let's not start. Let's not go down that road again. But I'll tell you what, that title of that last video, which I put out, was a negative title. It went to position number 1. You love, well, not you, but people love negativity. Yeah, yeah. Or as they say,
clickbait, but that wasn't clickbait because it was true.
The only people who call it clickbait, Sharon, are people who haven't got popular videos. So I wouldn't worry about calling it clickbait at the end of the day. And it was true. It was something we brought up in the video. Anyway, baby.
Can you just go and show my roses off? Look at them.
Come on.
We've got to pull that back.
With flowers.
I prune it every year and I haven't got dollies of what I'm doing, but I must be doing all right.
Well, it must be good soil, Sharon. That's all I can say.
No, it's the care I get. Look at all the flower buds up there to come out.
Look. All these buds, look. Absolutely tons of them.
And
look.
they smell. There's a
Do they smell?
Yeah, there's a smell on these ones.
What was that we walked past the other day when we was on the way to the Ragged Apron? The chef's apron.
Wisteria.
Wisteria. It smelled absolutely fantastic. He's got your shoe shell, look.
Twin Tony.
Come on, Merlin.
He's not happy.
Come on.
When he lays down.
Yeah, we've got a cut of grass, folks. It's got puddles of weeds here, look.
But look, this is the one Tracy got us for our anniversary and I've trained it.
Yeah, well I tied it back to the fence because it was leaning forward.
Yeah, I put it behind there and it's sort of...
What was that called? There was a name for it, wasn't it?
This is wedding anniversary.
What was it called? Should you give it a name?
It was wedding anniversary it was called.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, baby.
Lots of rose bushes have names and this was wedding anniversary. She bought it for one of our 40th. No,
40th.
It must be before that. So I didn't remember that.
We've got some more questions and answers, people, for you. We don't spend enough time in the garden, Sharon, do we? We've got a lovely garden. I know it looks like a big bomb
site. If we
site.
sit there and you put your tripod on there, the robin might come out.
Oh, okay. Off you go, baby. It's a bit of a bomb site, but as I said before, folks, we're at a transition period. We're making moves and all that. We've had to clear the dining room out, and that's had to take over from the garden. The garden's the sort of thing where you just potter about in anyway to do work, so that's what we're up to, doing that. Anyway, let's get these questions answered. Right, okay, baby. 2 dogs in the way, but never mind.
This is what it's all about.
Where are we up to?
Right, we got up to Richard Baker.
Right.
And he put, "Hi Martin, Sharon, how do you feel London has changed much when you both pop down to the capital, and how do you feel about life in the north?" Well, it's changed a hell of a lot and it's just hustle and bustle. This is what I love about life up here. There's none of that rushing around, people barging into you. People say hello to you here. In London, it's head down, that's it, or you're like that on our phone. You know, they just don't acknowledge it. They walk into you. No way would I go back down there to live.
You hear from people who live down in London that, oh, they love London still, blah, 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 blah. The only way you can get a step, it's because they're actually living in it, you know?
Yeah.
When you step out of that and then go back into it, you do see the change. And the easiest way I think you can do that is if you go on YouTube and type in London in the 1950s or 1960s or 1970s, you'll see videos of London there, and predominantly the people there are Londoners, whereas now it's just a tourist hotspot, and the people who lived in London, the Londoners so to speak, have basically either been pushed out or moved away or gone further afield, and big businesses have come in and taken over, so that the main city really is either for very expensive accommodation or businesses, not for the working folk, so to speak. Although there are working folk living there, I'm just saying in general. But you'll only see that when you move away and move out of it. We've been away for 25 years and go back every now and again, and we see a big difference. But no, we wouldn't go back there.
We can't wait to get on the train to come home.
And it's not just London though, Cheryl, it's also any big city. I think Manchester the same, Birmingham, Liverpool,
but nobody knows
Newcastle.
Anybody anymore, do they?
No one knows anyone,
There's no community really.
Everyone's
now.
uptight, everyone's rushing to get somewhere else. And that's just London life, I suppose. But yeah, we wouldn't go back anyway.
No. Right, now we've got Mary Clark /Lamb 412. My question is, did you ever have tough times in those years, and how do you keep your family close? Yes, we've had tough times.
Yeah, I think everyone can tell a sad story, or everyone's had tough times. Yeah, of course we have. I mean, where we are now, don't forget, you will be shortly, but we're in our 60s. So we've done all our living, we've had all our hard times. This is the time when they say that you should be getting your rewards, but most people, unfortunately, feel cheated because the rewards which they say you're going to get when you get to a certain age to retire, then they start taking your money off, or you haven't got enough money to live, or you're still in debt or whatever, and you can see why people are miserable. So, yeah, of course we've had tough times. I've gone without most of my life, and I still go without now, because I'd rather give to my family than to keep for myself.
It's just support your family in whatever they want to do, and they, as know, we're there whatever, and that's something you just got to always be there from, like my mum and dad and Martin's mum and dad were there for us whatever, and we knew that.
It's not about financial security, because I mean,
we've had tough times financially as well.
We still got to work. This is our job. We still got to work, but I made a big change back in 2005 to, rather than work for someone else and work in the system where you give away 8, 10, 12 hours a day to a company to get a wage, I decided I wanted to be at home with my family and enjoy the family life at the age of 41 when I give up full-time employment and started doing our own thing. And that was what I chose. So yeah, of course we struggled. I left full-time employment, which I've been in since the age of 16, with a mortgage, all that lot, all the bills and everything. And then basically went out and had nothing, no income coming in.
What is it? Happy wife, happy life?
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah. And that's all we try to do, spread positivity and just share our happiness, and hopefully...
And we help people out, which you don't know, we do help a lot of people out, family, friends, whatever. We're there for them, as well as for our immediate family.
So as long as you've got the right outlook on life and you don't have resentment, bitterness, anger...
Trolling.
...in your heart... No, if you don't have that in your heart, you rule that out of your life and just start enjoying everything that you do. And if there's something you want to do, go out and find a way of doing it, or something very similar. If it's down to a monetary thing that you haven't got enough money, well then there's loads of stuff out there which you can do. I mean, we've got the National Trust.
Yeah.
There's loads of places you can go and visit, for example. But get out and about, see a bit more life rather than just sit inside and watch telly if you retire. We're virtually in our 60s now, so we're just enjoying the life we've built for ourselves over the last 15 years, working from home.
Right, next one from Ben Latona 9874. What was your favourite job from your past and which is your worst job? I enjoyed my last job that I left, which was a clerical officer in Queen Mary's. I've been there a long time, got to know everyone, and it was nice meeting the patients and all that. I really did enjoy working there, and it wasn't far from home, and it worked around work night, there's kids nicely. But my worst job, because I've sort of done the same sort of things all through my working life. You could have had a worse job, have you?
Hey, all my jobs were worse jobs. Even I trained as an electrician from the age of 16, and I was in the industry. I broke out of the industry, always being told what to do by people. Well, no matter how good you become, there's always someone above you who possibly thinks they know better when they possibly don't, and they've got the upper hand on you. And that never sat comfortable with me all my life. So.
But my best overall job up to date is this job.
That's what I'm saying to you. So
this is the best job.
What I wanted to do was work at home with my family, and that's what I steered my life towards after being in the system from the age of 16 up to 41. And then I made the jump, and for the last, what was that, not 41, 20 years. For the last 20 years, I've steered our life to do what we're doing now.
We get to be together,
and that's why we're happy,
time, isn't it? We get to be together all the time.
Yeah, and that's why we're happy.
And we're travelling, which I never thought we would do. We're doing it, and I've got 2 lovely dogs through travelling. So yeah, I love this job.
So you make your own pathway in this life. That's what I'm saying to you. If I would have just been like, there's other people still at work when I was at work doing the same job, but they've been in the system for the last 20 years. We've been doing all what we've been doing for the last 20 years. They're happy in themselves because that's all they know. But we're also happy because it never sat right with me being told what to do by a big corporation, for example. So follow your dreams, so to speak, and make them your reality by acting and moving towards them. That's what I did. Right, and my family are there with us.
This one now is for Dorinda 8097. When you started YouTube, did your family mind being on the camera, including their family? Sorry, I didn't like being on the camera in the beginning, but
well, you weren't on it in the beginning, was you?
No, but when he introduced me, I didn't really like it. But now it's my way of life. Now I just accept it, and he doesn't bother me anymore.
Yeah.
The kids the kids have all got their own YouTube channels now, except Jimmy. Jimmy doesn't like it, so that's fine.
Yeah. What was it? 2008. Someone will correct me. 2008, 2010. YouTube started, and that was at the same time virtually when I wanted to work from home. I thought to myself, because I was a trained or qualified electrician and been in the building game, building services, building maintenance, all the different services. I've done car repairs, which is just my spare hobby sort of thing, which I've done. And back when I left, I thought we had to learn a skill. I'm going to have to reskill in something because I wanted nothing to do with electronics or electrical installation work. So as a result of that, I looked online, and YouTube was just started then, as I said to you, and T-shirt printing as an option for something you can learn. It was a learnable skill. So I looked at a few videos on YouTube, and all the YouTube videos were from America. And bear in mind, I think America's a good about 4 or 5 years in front of us. There was no Brits doing T-shirt printing videos and stuff like that. And I thought, well, you can earn a lot of money doing this sort of thing in the UK, printing T-shirts in niche subjects sort of thing. So I learned how to work the gear, learnt the equipment. I bought the heat presses and all that. And then I thought to myself, well, go one step further. This YouTube lark is something which is a learnable skill as well. And I started making tutorials, basically just mimicking what the Americans were doing and creating them for the British market, so to speak. And within a couple of years, not only did we have our eBay shop where we were selling printed T-shirts to order in all the different niches, we started doing the mug printing and that, but I also then started to use DVD products. So I started to create DVD products. So I made a YouTube channel up for my T-shirt printing. All them videos are still up there. But if you type in Martin Butler T-shirt printing, you'll find them channels. And I became the premier YouTuber in the UK in the T-shirt printing niche. So I became the so-called expert. I wasn't. I just sort of faked it till I made it, sort of thing.
I think you've got competition with them blackbirds there.
I know, they're singing away, aren't they?
There's 3 of them.
And then I started running workshops from home with people paying a lump sum of money to come round to our house and doing a training day sort of thing. So we've done all that as well. And then, as I say, I had Butlers Empire. Then I had another channel called Retro Hacks, where I was doing, again, this was all me filming. Sharon was very, very reluctant to go on camera when we was doing the T-shirt printing, although it was a Martin and Sharon business. But then I handed that business over to Sharon because I started Retro Restore, and then I started the Retro Hacks channel where I was repairing stuff on the worktops, like buying an old rusty thing and converting it into a brand new again, so to speak. So I've done a load of them on them 2 channels. And then, as I say, Sharon come in, done the T-shirt printing. I started Butlers Empire up with the intention of just vlogging, doing a family vlog channel, because I had my Retro Restore channel where I used to vlog on there as well, but people never used to watch it, because that was basically the car repair niche, the lawnmower, motorcycle niche. As soon as you put a family vlog on there, it sort of, whoop, they dive down sort of thing. This is a long answer, Sharon, isn't it?
Well, you're just going on and on, aren't you?
So,
what was the question?
Anyway, cut a long story short, Sharon done the T-shirts, I done the other businesses, and then started Butlers Empire up again for family vlogging. And then we just took advantage of the situation during the lockdown period and all that. Bought an air fryer when the energy crisis come on, and I thought that's a good idea to vlog that. And then the air fryers took off, our videos, and that's where we started on Butlers Empire. But that was intentionally a vlogging channel, which it still is now.
What was the question?
Can't remember.
I knew, because he's gone right off the question.
What was the question?
About our family, do they like being on camera?
Yeah. The answer to that now is yes, because we made that a success. So hopefully we can fed off of them and they can do the same and make it a success, because they enjoy doing what they're doing as well. They're happy family lives, aren't they?
Right, next question. Get another one in. And this is from Heather JM. Hi, hope you're both well. Do you think you'll downsize to a smaller property when Jimmy and Charlotte move? Don't say things like that. They might be watching and then they'll leave me.
No, they've got a plan though, haven't they?
They will leave, and I expect we will downsize. I don't want to think of that. I love this house.
She loves this house.
I love it here.
Yeah, I mean, we could have downsized when, like, the house empty. Don't forget we had Gary, Stacey.
Yeah, we could have downsized with Jimmy.
Jimmy, Tracy, all in the same house at the same time, plus us as well. It's quite a large 5-bedroom house, basically. And also my mum as well. She used to live downstairs.
Yeah, so Stacey lived with us in.
So out of a big house full of people, when Jimmy and Charlotte go, and baby Frank, and the new baby, there's just going to be me and Sharon. And we literally very rarely go in the other part of the house, do we?
No, not really.
And it's the other part of the house.
I'll sell that bit off.
It's 4 bed. Well, yeah. I don't want to get into the realms of letting it out or doing an Airbnb or holiday let. We don't want to do that sort of stuff.
Look, my daughter, she's not moved back here. Doesn't look like she's going to, but she's got a place to stay there. Then they've got somewhere. Yeah. And if they did move back and they needed somewhere for a little while, they could go in there. Yeah,
it may be a possibility, but we're not looking at that in the near future. Definitely not anyway.
I don't want to unsettle my dogs, because look how settled they are here.
Anyway,
Right, next one is Hotmail Lorraine. My question is, do you own part of the Ragged Apron? We especially enjoy your camping videos of your daughter and visiting Scotland.
Do we own part of the Ragged Apron? That is a comment we get quite a lot. The answer to that is obviously no, but Dale and Nicola
are good friends.
Well, they've become good friends. I mean,
good food.
When they had the other place, which was
Cob Shop.
The Cob Shop, that was where the chef's apron is now. I remember going in there, and Gary said that, oh, you want to have a look at this little place? This was the Cob Shop. The Ragged Apron weren't there then; they didn't have it. And Gary said, you want to go in there? They do a great like breakfast roll, whatever. Anyway, I thought, because we were doing like food reviews and all that at the time, I popped in there with Sharon and we just said, oh, hello, yeah, we'll have your breakfast roll or whatever, or breakfast in a box. I can't remember what it was now. And I said, we've never used you before. And then I said to him, oh, you know, we can do a vlog if you want, because you're very good value for money, with the breakfast they done. And he said, well, rather than do here, he said, we're opening a place in Woodhall Spa. I said, oh, that's where we live. And he said, yeah, it's going to be called the Ragged Apron. And I said, OK, then we'll come down and review that. And that's how it all started, basically. I
can remember the first meal we got in there. I had a chili jacket and Martin had the breakfast in a box, and then we went over Dog Dyke and watched the planes and we ate there. I always remember that.
That's in the
that was the first
cob
time.
shop.
Yeah, we went to the cob shop and then because there was no seating in there then, we went to watch the planes take off, and I remember it, what we had.
But yeah, I didn't know that, Sharon.
Sad, wasn't I?
I do remember it now you said it, actually, yeah. But no, we've got no shares in the Ragged Apron.
No.
I think we might have bought the blinking shares with the amount of money we spent in there, Sharon.
It's good food, Dave. It's good food.
Yeah, good value food.
Good value for
nice
money.
environment.
Why wouldn't
lovely
we go
people.
there?
Nice family business.
Yep.
Hard working. 6 days a week.
It's family run. I like that.
Yeah, and that's the reason why. But no, we don't own shares in anything like that.
No. Right. Would you have started your YouTube channel had you known the time and effort to maintain balancing demands of family life? Also, what would you do if it ended tomorrow?
Would I have started if I would have known? Yeah, well, that's the reason why I started it. I'm doing my ideal job now. I found my passion. I enjoy making videos. Now I've got Sharon involved, because I said I always wanted her to be involved in this, because
I mean, look at me. I'm taking the camera out now.
I used to be, when Sharon's inside doing like the t-shirt printing and all that, or just being at home, when Retro Restore was the main channel, I was in the log cabin all the time. And I wanted something where we could work together. And when I got a bit older, and that's exactly what we're doing. So I worked towards us being together, had to get her confident in front of the camera. And a lot of people say, oh, give Sharon the camera. Sharon's got no wanting.
As you see at the beginning of this video, I take the camera out when I want to take the camera, and I thought I'm going to show my hair, and that's when I took it. And another time I've took it, just when I want to do it.
And not only that, it's me who comes up with all the ideas for the filming. Because I have to edit the videos, I know what I need to see from certain angles or certain things. I know how to film a bit of B-roll. Sharon wouldn't know what to film for me to edit it, you see, so I have to do all that myself.
I don't need to, I'm the star.
And she's the star of the thing, that's right, yeah, exactly. No, that's right, I agree with that, Sharon.
I'm like Carol from Simply Whitby.
He gets some stick, Simon, as well.
I love them too. Well, they're great.
They're doers at the end of the day. They're going out and doing stuff now. Simply Whitby. I'll leave a link below.
What you see is what you get, and I like that. And that's what we are. And hopefully, when you meet us, you see.
Did we answer that question?
What would you do if it ended tomorrow?
If it ended tomorrow, I'd probably go back to doing what we did when I was building up, and that would be buying and selling stuff.
Yeah.
We'd probably go back to that. We spent years while the t-shirt printing business was building up. That couldn't have got drawn in enough income to pay bills and all that or whatever. So we used to go buying and selling and stuff, and that's why you see lots of gear around the house. Look, we've been to auctions on a regular, but every week we used to go to auctions, buy stuff, and then sell it out on eBay or Facebook or whatever. So that was all part of our umbrella business, so to speak, of earning an income until this basically got to the stage where it would support us, which it does now. So that was that.
Next question from BGood2903. Does having friends who tour a lot not tempt you to invest in a nice little camper van? No.
We've thought about it.
You thought about it. I never wanted to do it.
No, OK, fair point. I thought about it. I was going to transform
do a van,
transit
like what
van.
Gary done.
Yeah, well, bottom line is, we watched the motorhome niche
is it?
quite a lot. But one thing we have seen over the last few years in that niche is it's getting harder and harder for people who have bought expensive motorhomes to park anywhere.
So I know they take their dogs, but I've got 2 big dogs.
Yeah, but that's not really the issue, Sharon. The issue is that you like to turn up at a place, stay in a place, and then move away from it, and that's it. You jump in your car, you still got transport. Sure, you're driving around, you've got the freedom of doing what you want, but there's so many restrictions being put on campers, like motorhomes and stuff like that now. And it's not only in this country. We was watching Lisa and Mark, the Northerners on tour.
They're getting all over, aren't they?
They went to Greece, and there's big restrictions now. So people are spending or have invested a hell of a lot of money in buying these vans, and if for some reason the world has decided that they're now outcasts. You know, they're parking in car parks basically. and having to watch where they park. Basically, what they want them to do is to park on designated campsites. But when you do that, they're charging a blinking fortune now. So again, it's big corporations or businesses are pocketing in on the poor people who have invested loads of money for a lovely holiday home, so to speak, on wheels, and they're getting blinking stung for it. So the answer to that is no.
And some places, what they're paying to take their camper vans, and you might as well go to the Premier Inn.
There's always deals on, isn't there?
Yeah, they are getting quite dear, the places to take your touring vans now. So, right, Martin, do you think you'd ever be tempted to get back to do a bit of DJing? Get a controller and do some live DJ streams on Twitch. That's from Earthbound Boy.
No.
Please,
the answer to that is no. I've done DJing from the age of 14 up to mid-40s.
I would have said he'd be the oldest DJ in town, but
No,
that's
your
my
brother
brother.
is. Your
That's
brother
my
is.
brother, yeah. And he loves it. You've got to love it. haven't you?
I did love it. I did love doing it. I used to go, like going to the events, like the pubs or whatever, or doing a wedding function or whatever. I used to fully enjoy it. And then towards the end of it, in fact, it was when we moved up here in 2000, I went on for a couple after that, and I thought, I'm just not enjoying this no more. Watching people standing there and then get drunker and drunker and drunker. And
Well, he's saying doing it from home, doing it on like live streams. Would you not be interested in going back and doing it like?
Oh, no. The only music I'll be playing is from 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s. I lost interest. I lost love with the modern music. I don't listen to modern music. Everything I listen to is older stuff now. And as I say, I found the Hindley Street Country Club. They're on YouTube. They're an Australian band or group who do covers of older songs, and they play it all live. And there's also a group called Sing It Live as well. They're very, very good. And I watch them quite a lot. And they sing live, they perform live, and they perform it as good as the originals back then. They're playing real instruments and stuff like that. I'll leave them links below as well, actually.
Right, next one is Mark Hegarty 9232. Hiya guys, why don't you partake in alcohol, and have you ever drunk alcohol? You've not been watching the videos properly. What do I love when I go abroad, which I said when I drop my cases in that hotel, I'm going straight down, I'm going down the bar and I'm getting me lemon beer.
Yeah.
There you go.
You're not a drinker though. You've had drinks in the past. You used to drink Pernod Black.
Yeah, Southern Comfort and lemonade.
If you go to a wedding and party or whatever,
I'll have a
you
drink.
would do.
Yeah.
But I don't now because back when I got type 2 diabetes, when I was 50, wasn't it? Up until then, between the ages of about, I don't know, 27 up to 50, I was always in pubs. So I've done all that. I've been a blinking 11 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock in the evening drinker, so to speak. I've overdone everything, and that's 9 times out of 10 with that, and also eating loads of crap and rubbish takeaway foods and all that in a period of 10 years, like from the 40, when I finished full-time employment, actually, from the age of 41 up to 50, that's when I went just mad, drinking and blinking eating, so to speak. Then I got the type 2 diabetes when I was 50, and still struggled with it until I found the carnivore diet and the keto way of eating. And that's me now, basically, and that's what I do now. Yeah, sure, I still have the odd portion of chips or whatever, but it's not a life thing because I can't do it now because I don't have no medication, and that's the way I do it now. And that was it. But up until then, yeah, I've had loads of stuff like that. You wouldn't believe how much I've drunk.
Martin, what made you ask Sharon out? Because you both need lots of God's love and a perfect couple.
Because she was beautiful and she still is. I said that I spotted
someone.
her, and then she said that
No, I spotted him. See, it was meant to be.
Yeah.
That's it. You just see that person and you know.
And one thing that comes to me...
And we're very lucky to have done that.
And one thing that come to me years after that, and it never occurred to me at the time, I don't know why, but I remember being about 6 years old, standing in my little playground at Brixton, when I used to go to Brixton Stockwell Junior Mixed School, with the big iron gates on. We used to shut the gate sort of thing and lock us in, so to speak. And I remember being in the playground, just standing there on my own for some reason, when I was, don't forget, 6 years old. And I remember thinking to myself, what will I have out of life? Is that what a 6-year-old thinks about? This is what I was thinking about. And I vividly remember the memory of me thinking to myself, I'll have a house, I'll have a big house, I'll have a double garage. By the way, this house had a double garage on it when we moved into it, which is what we used to be over there. Big house, double garage, and then I thought I'll have kids, cats and dogs, and I also said I'll have a wife, and then I remember saying to myself, what would my wife be called? And I don't know why, but at 6 years old, I said her name will be Sharon. Now, does that mean it was written? And I only remembered that years after we got married, and I thought, bloody hell, I had that thought years ago, like when I was a kid. So is this all part of life's tapestry that's been written? Was this all meant to happen? I don't know. So yeah, that's the answer to that one, I think.
Right, next
We
question.
were destined to be together.
Yeah. Brendan Brady fan 02. Question for Martin. Where did you learn how to paint and spray vehicles and repair them? Then I've got a question for me afterwards. Where did you learn to cook and do you enjoy cooking for the family?
Well, you can go first if you want. I've done enough talking for the moment.
I condense my answers like that, and is a.
Well, mine are long, complicated answers, Sharon.
You can make it smaller, love, because
I can't.
I'll be starting to do a Ben and going anyway.
I'm an explainer in life, Sharon. I've always been a teacher and an educator.
Right, originally my mum taught me how to cook. I remember being in primary school, and she used to come in and make fairy cakes. There was a little room we'd go to, and my mum was the cook for that. And then in secondary school, I took up cookery, and I'd done a little cooking there. And I just love cooking. From a young girl, I enjoyed. My mum would always let me make the shepherd's pie. She'd be watching me. I've always enjoyed cooking, and I still do now, even without an oven, just air fryers. I just love it, and it's easier now with just the air fryers because there's no big oven to clean every now and again.
For me, my part of the question, where did I learn to spray cars and
Repair
them? Well, at the age of 14, living in Roehampton, you might have seen our Roehampton video. I showed that square where I had my Dolomite Sprint parked many years ago when we done the Roehampton video. I learnt basically in that car park because my dad had a Fiat 124 Special, and it was a rust heap. Fiats back in the 70s were rust heaps, and he let me do the bodywork on it because it had a few rust holes on the front of the wing where the indicator was, commonplace for them, and I basically got all the rust out, put some wire mesh behind it, put some filler over the top, and then sprayed it. And he said I'd done such a good job of it that he let me spray and repair the whole car. So that is why you used to be able to get cans of spray in Halfords back in the 70s called panel sprays, and they had a little blue nozzle on the top of them, big cans, and they used to give a wide fan action just like a proper spray gun. And that's where I learnt to spraying his car, cutting back the paint. Used to cut the paint back by hand then, never had the big buffing machines. And it looked fantastic when I done it. Anyway, with that one, also, I think the head gasket went on that Fiat. And I remember he let me take the cylinder head off. My dad didn't know nothing about car mechanics, but I took the cylinder head off. He bought a manual, Haynes manual. I took all the valve guides out, and not the push rod engine, that one, 1400cc. And I done the cylinder head gasket on it. So that's where I learnt basically, self-taught, looking at the manuals, and that's how I learnt. I'm not a qualified mechanic or anything, but I've got an inquisitive mind about stuff like that. And that's where I learnt, yeah, at the age of 14 upwards.
From Susan Cooper, 4020. What do you like to do to relax? Because you never seem to have time to do anything, I suppose, your holidays. But even then, when you're on holiday, you're vlogging for us. My relaxation is of the night when I recline in my chair,
it, yeah,
and I cuddle with my dogs.
And the evening when we're sitting down watching YouTube on the telly.
I'm just chilled and totally relaxed then.
It's normally about after 4 o'clock.
We've had dinner.
After we've had dinner, we have dinner in the front room. We sit on our lap basically. We don't sit at a table.
With me boys.
And we're having our dinner, and from then to about 8:30, 9 o'clock.
I'll give you a demo now. Look, feet up like that.
That's what we do. That's our chill out time.
If Martin's got YouTube and there's nothing on that I can see that I really want to see, I'll go and get my Kindle, put my ears in, and watch what I want to watch.
Yeah. That's our time.
That's relaxation. That's chill out time.
That's all we need. And when we're laying in bed at night, we say we go to bed about 9 o'clock or whatever, we're not asleep. We're on the phone. I talk to the kids at night on the phone and all that, and we're just watching videos and DVDs, and that's our switch off time, so to speak.
Robert Thornton, with running YouTube channels and making time for the family and yourselves, who is the best and juggling diaries and time management issues? Also, should you ever decide to wind down channels, we've answered that already.
Right.
Who's the best at juggling? I'm the best at booking things.
She books all the holidays.
See, I don't mind sitting at the computer arranging things like that, but then when we get there, Martin then takes over and does that. I just do the paperwork.
She does all the bookwork. She does all the accounts and all that, all the
holidays.
The holidays. She books all the holidays. I have no idea what flights we're on or anything. Someone once said to me once, "How come you don't even know where you're staying?" Because my mind's full of other stuff. I totally leave that to you, don't I?
Yeah.
Just like Sharon has got no idea about video editing, composition, how to plan a video through from what we need to see for it to flow. Sharon hasn't got no knowledge of that. So when someone says, why don't you let Sharon over the camera or let her start talking, Sharon hasn't got a clue where I'm going with the editing. So
Sharon doesn't want to.
That's the reason. And she don't want to do it anyway. She don't want to learn
If I want to take the camera, I say I'll give us the camera and I'll do it. But
whereas Tracy, Stacey, very good at doing that. You've got no interest in that whatsoever, have you?
No.
Stacey and Gary vlog. Stacey is a very good vlogger. Tracy and Ben, again, have taken to it like duck to waters. Excellent vloggers.
You may think Gary's miserable. A lot of people I've noticed have been saying that Gary's miserable. He is far from miserable. As you see, when you watch Gary with his dad, there is banter there, and there is on their channel. Yeah. You just think, sort of seeing when Stacey's got the camera and he's walking overhead, he's not being miserable, he's just walking in front.
Yeah. Stacey's an excellent vlogger, and that's it. Stacey's probably a more natural vlogger than Gary. But Gary's got his own channel.
Gary's got his mother's.
Gary, yeah, he's got, yeah,
He's
right,
like
exactly.
Me.
Yeah.
He doesn't want it shoved in his face all the time.
But Gary's videos, when Gary does videos on the Project Man channel, Gary's videos, like when I started off, they was instructional videos. Videos to show someone how something works, and that's where you talk in a different manner. What we talk on camera now, and the banter we've got, is because, well,
it's just every day, that's how we are.
We're confident in what we do because we're not covering anything up, we're not hiding anything at the end of the day.
See, I am quite a quiet person, really. Did you just swallow a fly? Was you laughing at that
No, I was laughing at you.
And Gary is that quiet person too.
He is quiet, yeah.
He gets that from me. Jimmy is also quite quiet.
Yeah, Jimmy's quiet, yeah.
Daughter takes after her father, and the boys take after their mother for the quietness, and we can be shy.
Yeah.
If it's people we don't know, I've got better as I've got older, just like Gary has.
Yeah.
But I was murder when I was younger. I wouldn't talk, head down.
Yeah. Go on in.
Right, next question.
Pick your head up, baby. Don't put your head down.
Hi guys, this might be a difficult one. How do you cope with trolls, especially if they're going for other family members, assuming that happens, and it does happen? Do you have any advice for any YouTubers?
Do you want me to answer that one or what?
Well, I just say laugh it off.
Well, no, you don't laugh it off though, Sharon.
No, a lot of them I do, but
you get the right ump with it.
Sometimes I do, but I've learned might shields me from a lot of them.
I do shield it from a lot of it. That's
but
right.
What does get me? Pick on my kids. Don't pick on my kids.
Yeah.
Don't like that one before.
Yeah, but what you got to remember, Sharon, the people who are picking on them, they can't be very happy.
No.
Because
they're jealous of you.
Well, it's not so much jealousy, I don't think.
They can be jealous
I think it's more resentment because of their life. They're resenting because you seem to be having fun or enjoying your life or whatever, and there may be nothing good in their lives. Well, at the end of the day, as I said to you, you've got to build your own future and
That's
make
your
your
phone.
own.
I've got to get that.
What's that?
Because it's your phone. This phone never rings.
If it's a troll show, tell them I'm not available. So, yeah, you've got to make your own future at the end of the day. Oh, you're going to talk on the phone now with a blinking mic, aren't you? Let's get a remote mic on her. We'll come back to you. So, not quite what we intended on this video, folks, but we just had to go with the flow. A lot of people have been asking these questions. Thank you very much for putting them down there, because it's given us some content for this show, because at the end of the day, we was at a little bit of a loose end. We've been very busy this week, so happy days. Anyway, don't forget, folks, do hit the subscribe button down there. And also ring that little notification bell. And if you do enjoy our videos, don't do that, Cher.
I'm ringing the bell.
If you do enjoy the videos, have a little binge watch. Go back and have a look at one of our playlists. Go to our channel page. There's loads of playlists down there of all the stuff we get up to. Anyway, thanks very much, folks. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.
See you then, bye for now. Come and join us next week on holiday.